three sectors to watch out for the next decade. I've also talked about it earlier as well. Number one is obviously artificial intelligence. So, like I'm sure not many of us would be knowing this, but artificial intelligence is there with us since last more than 50, 60 years. But like, what is the reason why artificial intelligence has become the, buzzword and has become so hot topic over the last couple of years? Uh, so the reason for this is that the basic raw material, the most important raw material for artificial intelligence is the data. And over the last 2 years, I mean, more than 90% of the data that has ever been created in the history has been created in the last 2 years. And that is the reason why artificial intelligence has become, has become the buzzword of every company. Every company is using artificial intelligence to lure investors, to get higher valuations and all. But artificial intelligence as a sector will only keep growing in the future, because just imagine what, like, the amount of data that is going to create over the next 5 to 10 years. It's going to be a massive. So there's something, so globally, people send 6,000 tweets every second on an average, which translates to over 500 million tweets a day. 500 million tweets a day, and this is the number from only one single platform. I'm not considering any other platforms like YouTube, Facebook, or Google, be it the search engine or anything. This 500 million tweets a day, this is only from one single platform. Just imagine the amount of data is being created every single day on the internet. And the more the data, the better it is for the AI to work more efficiently. So I'm very high on artificial intelligence as a theme, and with time, this theme will only keep getting more stronger and stronger with the more data. And as you all know, Mukesh Ambani also said that data is the new oil, and I couldn't agree more on this. So yeah, that was my take on artificial intelligence. And now coming to the pet care industry, as I've told you, like COVID played a significant role in in expanding the pet care market, because over the last 2 years, the one thing which I've observed was that uh, there are 5 to 10 new outlets, pet retail outlets, getting opened within 2-3 kilometer of my house, and I'm sure many of you would be observing this trend as well. There are so many new pet shops opening, and people are going crazy about this pet. As per the study, Gen Z and millennials are more likely to adopt a pet than compared to any generation ever. And this is the numbers also started speaking. The pet care market is expected to grow more than 22%, and I love industries and sectors which are growing at more than double digit, and even better if they are growing at 20-25%. Because the reason for this is that if the industry itself is growing at 25%, then the companies, the best companies in this industry, will grow at 30 to 35%, right? And I have invested in some pet food starters as well, and in listed companies as well. There are some listed companies proxy to pet care industries. So I mean, I speak with a lot of industry people who are working very closely in the pet care industry. And what's the feedback? The pet food industry is facing a huge shortage of food. And still there are like more than 50% pet food which is still getting imported in India. And India is the fastest growing pet care market in the world. I strongly feel this is going to change in the next 5 to 10 years, because of Atmanirbhar and Make in India, because government already started supporting, all the pet care companies, and they are helping local manufacturers to boost production. So government is also supporting, and this will change in the next 5 to 10 years. And currently, pet food is a very small market, would be around 2,500 crore market. But the interesting thing is that this sector is growing at 25%. So in the next 5 years, this is going to become a 8,000 crore company. And currently, India's requirement is like around 30,000 tons of pet food annually. So, and this will keep getting expand. So I strongly feel pet care is the industry to watch out for the next decade. And there's a listed company called Fredon Pharma. I'm sure like many of you must be knowing because I keep tweeting about this company a lot. So this company has been a multi-bagger for me, and I'm still holding this company because of this theme, pet care industry. They have recently started uh, in July 2020, they have also entered into the pet market. So yeah, so I feel this is just getting started, and yeah. So moving ahead with the third thing where I'm very bullish is the 5G technology. Now, again, I'm sure many of you must be not knowing this. Over the last 10 years, all like maximum, like mostly all the multi-billion dollar companies wouldn't have existed without 3G and 4G internet technology. So with the innovation of 3G and 4G technology, I mean there are companies like Zomato, Swiggy, Uber, Ola. These companies are existing today because of this 3G and 4G technology, right? And I'm sure the same thing is going to repeat in the next 10 years with 5G technology. 5G is going to bring a lot of new opportunities in the next 10 years, be it sectors like metaverse. Metaverse requires a high speed internet, which is 5G can only help metaverse to expand as an industry. Then again, self-driving cars and drones, and we will see many new companies and sectors which we are even not aware of today. So 5G is going to bring a lot of change, and 5G will accelerate the speed of change in the next 10 years. Innovations will happen at speed, and the adoption rate will also get increased. Like suppose I'll give you an example. Like it took 70 years for us to get adopted telephone, and with every new innovation, the innovation the like adoption rate is coming down. We are getting we are adopting newer technologies very fast. So I feel that with the speed in innovation and adoption rate is coming down, things will be completely different 10 years down the line. So I'm very bullish on technology because 5G is going to emerge a couple of new technology. Like technology is going to disrupt the technology in the next 10 years. This is what I feel. Now, this is something which I find I'm very bullish on Bharat. So basically, we have India is one part, and the second part is Bharat. Uh, the most interesting thing is that more than half of the Indian population get to access to the internet. So today, if we are today sitting in this room and attending this webinar, that means we comes in the first 50% who have got the access to the internet. Still, there are 50% people in India who didn't have the access to the internet, and they will be using the internet for the first time in the next 5 to 10 years. So around 700 million people, million Indians will get access to the internet in next 5 to 10 years. These people will not be from Mumbai, Bangalore, and Pune. In fact, they are from smaller cities. They don't know, English. They know their regional languages. They speak in regional languages. So Bharat is the future, I believe. And already there are a couple of starters which are, leveraging these opportunities. As I'll tell you, there's a social media platform, social media app called Share Chat. I'm sure nobody today attending this event, nobody would be using this Share Chat application. We all would be using, social media apps like Facebook, Instagram, and still, you will be shocked to know that Share Chat is like targeting tier 2 and tier 3 cities, and these people have already got more than 300 million users, and this has already become one of the most successful startups, and these guys are raising crazy funding over the last 1 years, 1 2 years. So this is the kind of opportunity which is there in the Bharat, and I'm sure in the next 5 to 10 years there will be a hell lot of companies who will be leveraging this opportunity. So this is another interesting theme where I'm very bullish on, not on the India but on the Bharat, because Bharat will lead, like people will get access to the internet, and these people will order online for the first time, these people will shop for the first time, these people will use social media for the first time.